ladies and gentlemen. Well, I'm Dr. Shishir Srivastava. I'm the author of this book called New India in the 21st Century. Firstly, I would like to congratulate IIIT for organizing this wonderful Model United Nations, especially Mr. Samarth Sharma and of course Mr. Rishi Mahajan, Erin, and all of you who have been working day and night for almost months out here. This book has been appreciated by Prime Minister, and I have written it to inspire all of you, the young generation, to lead India, and not just lead India but the entire world, to an era of peace, prosperity and well-being for all. I'm just going to quickly read out these visions to you. So the first is, we need quality education. You all are getting educated in a very prestigious institution. Congratulations. So one must invest in quality education. Tomorrow, how many of you aspire to lead India? A show of hands. Any one of you aspires to lead India as a businessman, as an entrepreneur, as a politician, in any capacity that you may go, as a lawyer, as a statesperson? Excellent. Thank you. So if you lead India, please remember these visions. One is invest in quality education. Second is you must foster innovation and research. We must enhance our infrastructure. That is third. Promote sustainable development. We must strengthen our healthcare system because the health of the country depends on the health of each and every individual present out here and beyond. Sixth is we must foster good governance. Seventh, we must boost the manufacturing and industry. Eighth is we must promote financial inclusion. Ninth is we must harness renewable sources of energy, improve rural development, strengthen social welfare programs. That is vision number 11. 12th, promote gender equality. 13th, invest in science and technology. 14th is foster cultural preservation. 15th, enhance global diplomacy. Improve ease of doing business. That is 16th. Promote digitalization. 18th, invest in defense and security. 19th is very important, promote tourism because tourism facilitates economic growth. 20th is encourage sports and fitness. And 21st, now this is very important, we must foster international collaboration. And all of you at IIIT are de facto world citizens. You're not just citizens of India, but you also are citizens of the world. Because once you are born, you're not just born in Lucknow or Delhi or any other city of India, you're born in the world. So we are de facto world citizens. When you go out of the portals of this institution, you must aspire that you must become and act as a global citizen. How many of you agree with me? Excellent. I would just like to share few of my experiences, how I came to the field of international relations. I head the international relations department of the world's largest school, which is CMS. And I've traveled most of the countries in the world. Here I was in Geneva at the hub of international diplomacy. I was there for about 4 months doing part of master's course in international relations, and where I happened to complete this book, which took me almost 9 years. So this book has got 21 visions how India will evolve not only as a geopolitical pivot in the world, but also as a developed nation. I just want to drive home this point that you, me, and all of us living in this time of this century are very, very lucky and privileged that we are going to see India in our own lifetime as a developed nation. That's not just a hope or a utopian situation, but that's the reality that is going to exist, and you and I are going to make the reality happen. Now, just a show of hands, how many of you would like to grow up as a unicorn of India? Yes, a billion plus person startup. Excellent. Proud of you. Now, let me give you a good news that last year, Indian unicorns overtook China's unicorn in numbers. Are you aware of this? Yes, congratulations. So I'm happy that I'm here with brilliant minds. I'm just going to make you aware of a few quick facts. Last year, Prime Minister Modi called a meeting of the Global South. You know the Global South, right? All of us are aware. So he expected about 120 nations might join. It was an online meet. How many nations turned up? Can anyone guess? Just a wild guess. 50, 100, how many? If he aspired to have 120 nations. 125 nations turned up for that meeting. It exceeded his expectation. Now that's the show of India's diplomacy. That's the power of the geopolitical pivot which India is becoming. How many of you are aware of Quad? Quad. Excellent. So Quad is an alliance of how many nations? 4 nations. Happens to have India. It happens to have US, Australia and Japan. Now the idea is to cover the Indo-Pacific region, right? No military power should overtake all these 4 nations. On the other hand, we have another alliance which is known as RIC, has the India as the center. On the left is Russia and the right is China. And Russia and US, you know how good friends they are, isn't it? But India is aligned both with Russia as well as with US. At the same time, China and US are not having very good terms. But again, India is in the center. So India is in the center of both RIC as well as the Quad. Okay. One last question. How many of you saw G20 happening recently? In the newspapers, online, right? Now India hosted G20. Almost all the nations made their presence. The rate of India's economy that is growing, about to come to pedestal number 3, and it will happen. Standard Chartered has already predicted that India's economy will boom to a level of $30 trillion in next 15 years. And it's poised to become the world's number 2 economy by 2040. That's not very far, just 15, 16 years from now. Thank you. Take care. Have a good evening.